Hey guys, it's Vowing Empire, Nick here, and today I'm going to show you my Star-Vader Venom Dancer build. Basically this deck revolves around using Star-Vader Venom Dancer as a legion. He legions with Star-Vader Sword Viper. So let's get started. For a starter, I use Star-Vader Brave Fang. And basically when he boosts your Vanguard and the attack hits, if your Vanguard's in Legion, put him into your soul and Omega lock 2 locked units. So that's that only works with a unit locked already. It has to be locked before you Omega lock it. Next, moving on to grade 3s, I run 4 Venom Dancers. The main unit of the deck. Its sole purpose is to restand your rear guards for every locked card that your opponent has. So when you bring him onto the field, he legions with Sword Viper, and his Legion ability is after he attacks. You can counterblast 1 Star-Vader card, actually just counterblast 1, and restand any rear guard for the amount of locked cards that your opponent has. So normally I have 12k attackers, Radons in the rear guards. That way if you restand 3 units, 1 can still get the 12k off, so they can still hit your opponent's Vanguard. And I run 3 Break Rides. Normally people don't run Break Rides with Legion. Some people say you run Imaginary Plane or even Dark Zodiac with Venom Dancer, but I like Break Rides. Keeping it classic. 2 Infinite Zero Dragons. When you ride a grade 3 on top of it, or just when you ride on top of it, you get your Vanguard gains 10,000 and you lock 2 units, one front row, 1 back row. This one, Setting Sun Star-Vader, his ability is when you ride on top of him, discard a grade 3 and you lock 3 cards, like any 3. Normally I lock a V-shape, 2 in the front row, 1 Vanguard booster. It's pretty ideal. It's pretty nice. I don't think ideal is the right word. Oh well. Moving on to grade 2s, run 4 of the Legion Mate, Star-Vader Sword Viper. And he's practically a Photon, except he has to hit Photon when it's placed onto the field. If they have locked card, lock another one. Sword Viper is just a hit and run version, kind of that. Like he hits and your opponent has a locked card, lock another one. Next, I run 4 Radons, 12k attacker, pretty easy concept. And next, the grade 2s, I run Niobium. Not many people agree with me on this, but I really like Niobium. If you have him on the field the turn before you Break Ride, it gains a lot of power. Also, it's only 1 counterblast with Venom Dancer to lock a back row unit. It's a secondary skill, and it gains 2,000 power for every unit locked with that effect. Next, 4 Perfect Guards. Pretty simple. After that, I run 4 Mana Shot Star-Vader Neon, just 10k attackers. Pretty simple for push early game. And I run 4 of this little guy. He has been the pain in my backside ever since I ran into Venom Dancer a while ago. Prison Gate Star-Vader, Palladium, I think it's pronounced. What he does after your opponent's main phase, like at the end of their end phase, like you counterblast, put into your soul, and relock a card that they're trying to unlock. It's pretty cool. I got some pretty sick combos off of that. It's practically an extra turn lock. This is Demon Claw Star-Vader Lanthanum. He's the same thing. He's a mini Niobium. He's a back row booster. Gains 2,000 for free whenever a card is locked. Grade 0s, I run 6 crits. I run 6 draws, and I run 4 heals. The crits are just obvious. They're there for pressure. You get a crit when you have Venom Dancer on the field. You give power to 1 rear guard, crit to the other rear guard, and then they have to make the choice to guard 1 for higher power or take 2 damage. It's pretty crazy. So let me show you an ideal field that you'd want to have. So say here's your Venom Dancer, right? And he's already legioned. It doesn't really matter what's in the back row. I normally have Great Thing back there because normally people don't let him hit because they don't want 2 Omega locked cards. And say Sword Viper's here and Radon is in the other rear guard. So what this field's going to allow you to do, sorry, boosters. So here I would attack with Radon first, that gives you 12,000 power. Attack their Vanguard always when you're trying to Legion. Then you attack with this. Well, this all depends on how many rear guards they have locked. If they have one rear guard locked, attack with him. That's what I say. And then you restand him afterwards. If they have 2 rear guards locked, attack with this whole column first. And if they have 3 rear guards locked, this one first, these 2 second. 4 doesn't really matter unless there's a booster there and you can stand 2 columns. But if they have 3, which is normally what happens for me. Radon first. Sword Viper second. Vanguard third. Swings for 25. After, if they let that hit into the soul, Omega Lock 2. But if they don't let it hit, Counterblast 1. Restand a unit for every locked card they have. It's really powerful, and you're bound to get a trigger sooner or later too. Like give power here, or crit there, or power or crit, whatever you want. It's, as long as you are able to apply pressure. So and that's my Venom Dancer. Leave comments what you think of it. What how should I change it, if anything? Don't worry about the perfect guards I had. I had 2 Star-Vader perfect guards and 2 what's it called? The leader perfect guards. But they're just placeholding for more Prometheums. Thanks for watching, guys. Please leave a rating. See ya.